Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I am your host, GameChanger. Well, I had a busy day this week because I have, let's just say, quotas that I typically have to meet by Friday and or by end of week rather for work. And today is end of week, but that doesn't change, so basically I had less hours to do more stuff. But it's done now. It's done. I had 24 hours to do 40 hours worth of stuff. That's why I haven't been able to get to you all on time as I would like. But that doesn't mean y'all have to slack on hitting that like button, because even though it's later in the day, I still got you. All right. So let me do that right there. Do that right there. And we'll get started. Oh, dang. I am slacking. I'm so happy the day is over. I have forgot the short of the day. I seen a good one too. I don't know if it's a short or a regular. So I'll get into it. I actually didn't see much of this video, so don't have too big of an intro. I seen the title and I may have watched like 2 or 3 minutes of it, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the rest of this, and I want to share it with you. So I will do that. Okay, I'm looking at my history of shorts, and I've come to realize that I watch a lot of videos of Venus flytraps eating stuff. I didn't know how that worked. And once I seen how it worked, I was like, oh, this is something I want to watch again and again and again. So yeah, I've been watching Venus flytraps eat stuff. And now I can't stop. I know y'all don't want to see that, so let me find a good short of the day for you. All right, give me one moment. Okay. Let's see this one. I don't know what this is about, but she got some tig old bitties, so I will play it because I like tig old bitties and poofy hair. All right, so once again, hit that like button if you haven't already. And let me stop the screen share.
Seeing so many women say that they are in their soft era and they're living these soft lifestyles, and it's become this aesthetic that I just cannot relate to, and I wish that I could and I want to, but I literally can't. I feel like life has always been hard, and as a result I built a hard exterior. So now thinking about finding an environment where I can be vulnerable and be softer, it just seems unattainable. Cause I ain't never been no soft ass bitch, and no shade, because where do I sign up? It just feels like it's never been an option. This is just how I've come to be.
I call cap. I call cap. I mean, okay. She basically, because of her looks, she found ways to live a soft girl life without actually having to be a soft girl. Now, that doesn't mean much. That just means that, okay, she can live this lifestyle and without actually having to do what it takes in order to deserve it, other than having her, genetic advantages, her obvious genetic advantages. So I think that she's working on living the best of both worlds. And really what she's doing is she's advertising to all the men that are listening. Keep in mind that every time a woman posts something, she is advertising for potential mates. Hit that like button. She's advertising to potential mates like, what you see is what you get. And you will not get someone that is feminine, or friendly. You will get something that's fit. You get 1 out of the 3 in this particular scenario. And that's why she's there with her tits facing the camera, because that's what she wants. That's the message she wants to portray. Like, this is what you're going to get, and I refuse to behave in any way for that. So that is that. Now let's get to the feature presentation. All right, gonna hit the present button. Nope. All right, tell me if y'all have problems with the sound.
On June 27, 2022, Chamblee police officers responded to a call at Truist Bank in Atlanta, Georgia. The report indicated a female individual attempting to cash a fraudulent check and allegedly assaulting a bank employee during the process. Upon arriving at the scene, officers found the woman, accompanied by her mother, inside the bank. She firmly denied any wrongdoing, asserting that she had not touched the bank employee in question and was trying to leave when intercepted by the officer.
No, it was not. I ain't touched that man. I did not touch that man.
What's going on?
Look at the sloppiness here. The bra is out. All kind of fat nastiness going on. And it's nastier than you think. It's just nastier than all of you think. But just want to point that out immediately. All right.
He talking about I touched him, talking about my check is fraudulent and all that stuff like that. My check is not fraudulent. I ain't touch him.
Hold on, don't.
Come on, mama, let's go.
No. Stay right here now. Right. Tell me what happened.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm the branch manager here.
Okay.
Basically what happened, the check we confirmed it's not a good check.
Okay.
We had to retain the check. She came in.
How is a check a bad check?
Stop.
She came in yelling and screaming. My FSS, your financial service specialist, tried to de-escalate the situation and let her know what's happening. She grabbed him.
I did not grab him.
We have it on video camera and everything.
I did not grab him, sir. I did
We
not.
have it video footage.
All right, well, right now.
Okay. So right now, this person is lying. This person is lying. They have it on camera. The first thing this person decided to do was to tell a lie. Let's continue.
You're being detained. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
The officer detained the woman for further investigation. Throughout this process, she continuously asserted that the check was genuine and couldn't comprehend why the bank refused to cash it.
A bunch of lies, like
It's okay. I'm gonna investigate it, but
just
for,
a bunch of
but
lies.
right
Like,
now,
I got HIV and all that stuff like that. Like I'm really like for real.
I didn't catch that the first time I seen it. I did not catch the fact that this person just threw in the HIV. That came out of nowhere.
I'm gonna investigate, and but right now you are being detained. 315. I've got one detained. Hold on, let me see that. This I need to see. I'll need the ID also.
Why the mother take that paper?
Ma'am, can I see the ID? Okay, Miss Brent. Is Brent your last name? Okay.
Like for real though, like really?
Yeah, when someone makes an allegation that there's been an assault and a bad check has been cashed, I'm an investigator.
How is it a bad
But right
check?
now-
Like I work for that.
Right now, to keep everything from getting worse, you've been detained. We'll put you in the car. I'm gonna investigate thoroughly.
I work for that.
And once I find out, and if I find out that you haven't committed a crime, I'll release you from
Thank
the
you.
handcuffs.
I haven't released.
But-
I haven't.
But for right now, you're being detained.
I'll be right back. I did not do nothing to him like that.
You might hang with her in the car.
Dang, they just don't care. Look at how that person was parked.
Or while I look at their camera footage. Appreciate it.
That's my mom's right there.
Okay.
Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Like y'all just doing the most, honey.
All right, have a seat.
Hit the like button.
Sure. Let me get this.
Sir,
Yes.
can you like help me with this situation? Like I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
It's just
Okay, now this person is pleading for sympathy. And really, what I suspect, keep in mind, I didn't watch this whole thing. But what people tend to do, manipulative types, types like this, is they think that they can hustle their way out of situations. They think that they could talk to people a certain way and get the desired results from that person. Let's watch. And the whole "can you turn on the AC" was a test of that. She said, or this person said, "Can you turn on the AC?" And he said, "Sure." This person took that as a weakness and then asked for other stuff.
the simple fact of
Well, I
was pissed off because of the simple fact they were really like trying to say that my check is fraudulent, and I work for that.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look at the cameras because
I didn't hit him or anything.
Well, I'm gonna take a look at the cameras. If you made intentional contact with them, that's against the law.
We both was holding each other. Like we both was holding each other.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at what the camera shows, and I'm gonna make my decision from there. But keep this situation from getting any worse. That is why you're being detained right now.
Can you please help me? Like I don't want to go to jail. I'll come to court, whatever I need to do. I don't want to.
We'll cross that bridge in a second. I
I'm
haven't
sure you
made that
don't.
decision yet.
Meanwhile, her mother explained that her daughter is a transgender woman who had traveled from South Carolina, where she is employed by the Hyatt Corporation, to cash the check.
Yeah. Okay. What's first of all? Tell me.
And there you go. There you go.
What happened? What happened?
All I know, he was working at a place in South Carolina. So when he come home,
Notice the mother is saying he,
I
but the
picked him up
narrator
at
is
the
saying
bus
she.
station. He come to cash the check, and he gonna do some work while he ain't gonna go back. When I got here, they were saying, it waited so long, they were saying that this check was a scam.
Mm-hmm.
So he went on the inside to see what was going on, and he told him that the check was a scam, and then he grabbed one of the workers.
Who grabbed one of the workers?
Whatever. See, my son was born as a he, but I'm confused with he want to be a trans man. You know how that is.
Okay.
This poor old woman. She's confused, and rightly so. She comes from a complete. By the way, I seen up into this part. And that's why I want to share it with y'all, because that is just like a awful situation. You grow up in one world and your kids grow up in this world, and you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to just understand what's going on. So apparently your son is there with a wig on, and I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's man boobs or what have you that he put a bra on. But whatever it is, it's nasty, and you gotta look like, oh crap, this is where this is going. This is where I've wound up. Hit the like button. All right.
And what he got on here, Bria grabbed that guy, the workers in there,
Okay.
and tried to make him get his check back, and he told me he can't release the check because it was fraud. Now I'm trying to find out this company that he's supposed to be working for, and I'm gonna call and see what's going on.
Okay. All right.
So he's gonna be in Decatur.
Well, I saw it. I'm still gathering the facts. I'm gonna make sure I treat Bria
Can I talk to him?
in a second, not right now. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna treat everybody fair on this.
I know that.
I'm gonna look at the cameras. I'm not gonna just listen to one person over the other. But based on what was told to me, that's why Bria's detained right now.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, she said she said he grabbed a hold of the employee. Okay, I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna look at the cameras.
All right. Now, you mind fill out a statement for him for me?
The detective on the scene reviewed the bank's surveillance footage, ultimately confirming the woman's physical altercation with the bank employee.
What you need me for?
Did anybody else witness this?
I got too many key cases at the moment.
It was just us in here, like someone that it took place with.
Okay.
So, pretty much,
No,
my manager just wanted to handle the transaction. I'm in training. Once you let her know in the drive-through that the checks were
Atlanta people.
fraud, she was going to retain it because that's part of policy. She in turn said that she was going to come in. That's why the car's parked like that. I came here to lock this door. I was going to go lock that up. She had already made it in. She came in to exchange words with my manager, saying, hey, give me my check, give me my check, just being irate. And then, as I'm standing here, I was like, man, well, unfortunately, my manager did her work on it. We can't get back the check. That's when she in turn walks up on me and wants to,
Grabbed you by the tie?
Yeah, she grabbed my tie. That's why I had to take it off.
Okay.
She held on to it for a while. So
She grabbed it, but I had to let her know. Please let him go. I had to de-escalate
Okay.
the situation.
yeah,
Oh,
that was
dang. That was a dude talking.
Y'all said y'all.
I was looking at my phone to see how many times y'all hit the like button. That's a dude talking. And he also has tits. Okay. And the cops do too.
Y'all have it on video?
He has some video.
I sent it to her. I mean, I dropped in the 3 videos.
Okay. You got the video?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
So,
I'm gonna say it. You say get out of there. Listen, I gotta say it. Atlanta women complain about DL. They say, "Oh, DL." It's like, listen, there's no reason to hide. It's obviously a very accepting place. So why would someone keep something like that a secret? They're obviously, like San Francisco and stuff. It's a place where, and really, I think most of the country is like that, at least the major cities. It's a place where stuff like that is accepted and tolerated. So, this myth that they created that, oh, these guys are getting married with 6 kids and then they divorce their wife to go S a D. I'm like, why would they do that when they could just like walk around with bras on and stuff? Like it's a place where a person who's like that is free to be himself. It is. There's no need for the DL there. So I think that I think it's cap. Somebody said, I think it should be against the law to be over a certain size. Well, this is the person enforcing the law. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is. I'm be completely honest, I do not know what this is. But I do know that this, like, who's going to enforce it? Because apparently this is what their police force looks like. So, yeah, good luck with that.
yeah, she grabbed him. Just fill him out. I'm about to wait for her.
What's that?
She grabbed him by the tie and then kept trying to swing on him.
Okay, so got simple battery. The fraudulent check should.
That's it. Or this the?
That's the we have a copy of it. That's the top part of the check. Yeah.
Can you get us the copy?
Did we charge forgery on that one?
Yeah.
Forgery 3rd degree, right? Because it's over 1,500.
Yes. Is this her name?
The license says Brent, but name change and
Gotcha.
yeah.
This is the version.
Oh, he had a name change. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah, can you just make us a copy of that?
Okay.
Thank you.
How did y'all determine it was fraudulent?
With the things in the system that we looked at, there's other checks that's not getting cashed. The name doesn't match the system. It's like ADP, but just has different information on it.
Gotcha. All right. Wild Dunes Resort. Why would she come up from Wild Dunes Resort?
To visit his mom.
Did she explain that?
Nope.
Well, something suspicious because
Like you drove up from South Carolina.
why you bring your mama into the bank with you?
And that's your
Something is suspicious.
mailing address is Norcross.
Right. Lucy, your customs. All right, we can tow the vehicle too.
Well, mom's got the vehicle.
Oh, that's the mom?
Yeah.
We have her identification on it?
I've got hers.
Okay.
Looks like Willoughby's getting a statement from mom. His mom said the same thing, that she grabbed him.
So is that the mom parked like that? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. I literally haven't been to Atlanta this millennia. Is that how people park? They just park right in front of the wheelchair ramp? Like the little slant in the sidewalk where the wheelchair people come in, and it's clearly, and they do it in front of the cops. Is that what Atlanta people do? Is that she did it like just another day? Like, I'm gonna make a parking space. I'm gonna ignore all lines and just park wherever. And if the cops come, they're gonna be too busy arresting my son. Is that what's going on? Is that what's really good in Atlanta? Let me know.
That's what a doctor report.
I mean, a cop park like that too, but that's a cop.
Can I speak with my mom?
I'll let her talk to you in a second. All right, so you go by Bria, not Brent, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Everybody knows me. When you type my social security number in the system, it pops up. Real. Everybody knows me.
I don't know you.
All right, this is what's happening. All right. We have it on video that you grabbed him by the tie and tried to swing on him.
I did not swing him. I did not swing him.
Okay, either way, you grabbed him by the tie. All right.
I didn't try to swing him.
That's simple battery. All right, you attempted to cash a fraudulent check that was
Sir,
in excess of $1,500. That's forgery in the
Sir,
third degree.
I work for that.
Okay, it's a confirmed fraudulent check.
I work for that.
All right, I'm just letting you know what's going on.
Can you let my mom speak with me? Like, you can't let them do this to me. Like, I work for that. I work for that.
Suspecting a potential discrepancy regarding her identification.
Okay. I'm assuming that people like that change their name to a more feminine version of their name all the time. And I don't know if Georgia allows you to do this. Quite frankly, I don't know if California allows you to do this, but maybe you can change the gender as well to whatever it is you identify as. Maybe that's what he did, and that just messed up everything in the system. But then again, what? I don't know. Something is still suspicious. It's suspicious because we still got like 17 minutes left on it, but it's suspicious furthermore because why not just take it to a machine? Why not just take it to the teller machine?
The detective decided to investigate further.
He's charging with
The simple battery?
yeah, let's look into that
Okay.
because the mom says she does work at a resort.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if they said it because the name is different. because I'm being transgender or what.
Okay.
And then I'll let you know if you can go ahead and get the warrant afterwards.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I ain't gonna send you a warrant. It's all you.
I mean, you can if you want. Okay, that's our detective. They're gonna look into the check more just to see.
Yeah, I work for that, sir. Can you let my mom speak with me, please?
Sure, just a second.
I work for that check. I'm not fraudulent.
Listen, we're not charging you with that yet. The only thing you're being charged right now with is a simple battery on the employee.
Well, I think this is everywhere, but the teller machines allow you to insert checks. I, like the rest of the normal people in the world, have direct deposit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like walking into a bank with a check like it's 1995 is suspicious, combined with the whole name confusion. I can see why they held it. You know, I could see why they held it.
I didn't swing on him. I didn't hit him.
You touched him. That's the problem. You're grabbing him by the tie in an assaulting, provoking manner is an act of simple battery.
Okay, sir, but can you write me a ticket and let me come to court, please?
No, it's a misdemeanor crime against a person. You got to go to jail for that. You can't write a ticket for that.
Can you let
You should have stole on them. I wonder what it's like in Atlanta, because you should be able to just steal on somebody like that. They grab your tie, because they could choke you. They could hang you. But see, then it'll be a hate crime.
my mom speak to me, please?
Yeah, well, in a second.
I can't get the money out of things. I'm gonna tell her then.
You can tell
Let
her.
me talk to her.
Sure.
Yeah.
You come talk to her.
Please.
That poor old woman that came park.
Can you come and open the door?
No, we're gonna talk to the window. She's over here at this window.
Mom, are you gonna come and get me?
Oh, they got bars on the
Why
inside
let him
window.
do this to me?
No, I have anything to do with that, Brent. I told you turn that man loose.
Can they please help me? Like there's thing on fraudulent and stuff, and I work for that.
We're not charging her with that yet.
I have a
The
job.
only thing we're charging her right now is the simple battery on the employee.
Simple battery on the employee.
I didn't hit him.
That's a misdemeanor.
I did not hit him.
You grabbed his tie, Brent. You reached at him, but we were holding
Dang.
him. They had it on camera now, baby.
Mama, please don't
Mama
let
just
do this to
snitching.
me. Like, what do I need to do?
Ain't nothing I could do, baby. I just had to come over and see.
Are you gonna come and get me?
In fact, he says in the car.
Yeah, go to.
Mama got a health magazine, a wedding ring, and she like, ain't nothing I can do for you, baby. Oh, this is spectacular. Hit the like button. All right. So somebody said ATL is one of the scammingest hit zones in the Southeast. Somebody else said something about ATL being scammy. Oh, here it is. Nah, it's bad in ATL with the scammers because they replace the drug dealers. Okay, here's the thing. And this is coming from somebody in their 40s who have seen both sides. Nothing is going to be like drug dealing was ever again. The black criminal class will never have anything like that ever again. It's over. It's done with. It's kaput. I think you better let it go. I mean, it's Blockbuster. It's Circuit City. It's Toys R Us. It's Radio Shack. It's those things. These are things that are just gone. You know, you're not going to. I get it. The criminal class is looking for something to do. It's not going to be that lucrative. How much is that check? How much is that check? What, if you pretend to work at a resort or something, what is it, like a $1,500 check? Rent is due every month. You know, bills is due every month. Food is due every month. I mean, how much of that do you have to do to just maintain like a reasonable style of living? Not D-boy 80s style of living. No. How much is it? You're barely making ends meet. And each and every single time you run the risk of getting caught. It's a failed enterprise. Trust me, I've seen both sides. It's a failed enterprise. The spinning rim days are over. It's done. Long lost, forgotten. I mean, and not to mention all the stuff I just said. Not to mention all the stuff I just said. Like all normal people have direct deposit nowadays. Like the ATMs, you actually put the check in. You put the check in, and it uses all kind of AI computer algorithms to determine if everything is on the up and up. And if it's not, it keeps the check and take your picture and you know, and you're on a wanted list. Listen, it's just too much. You're not hackers. Well, maybe somebody hacked your penis off, but you're not hackers. You're not hackers. You're not these people that sit in a computer lab in Africa or something, you know, doing stuff. That's not you. That's not you. You are not going to win a technological war. If you had those abilities, then you wouldn't be scamming checks. So, and I get it. It sounds good. And it's also, and I'm not talking about in the case of, you know, this person here, this guy here. Some women are going to like it because some women just like criminals. Typically it's because, in addition to, you know, some women just have that fetish. But there's also, if she's on government assistant, then she just needs somebody with a non-taxable income so they can maintain government assisted status while still getting an income. Because the streets aren't streeting like it used to be either. You know, the stroll ain't strolling like it used to be either. The strip ain't stripping like it used to be either. So, you know, listen, the black criminal class have an uphill battle right about now. And it's done. I remember I was watching The Wire, and, you know, they was talking like, you know, like, oh no, I clocked that in minutes. Like, you do not clock that in minutes. You know, like, man, you know, they say what they call it a G pack, and apparently you sell like it's 1,000 units of narcotics in a pack, and every day they sell the entire pack, so that's like $10,000 a day. That's ridiculous. That would mean that in your area there's 1,000 people addicted to drugs, and if you go down the next block, it's another 1,000 people addicted to drugs, and if you go down the next block, no, it doesn't work that way. You don't. It's not like that anymore. Those days are gone. But people are still trying to hold on to, you know, bad boy status, and this is where they wind up. This is where they wind up. Depending on where you live. And from what I've seen, the money dried up in the early 90s. And NWA and people like that was really singing about what used to be. Okay, you got to know where the money comes from. The money came from Reagan. You know, there was this whole thing with the Contras in Nicaragua, and, you know, they needed funding for their revolution, whatever you want to call it. You know, they needed funding for what they were doing. They started committing acts of atrocity, so the American people refused to, you know, to give a tax base to it. But, you know, Oliver North and Reagan, you know, who believe in, you know, and stifling the expansion of communism, They're like, okay, we don't have any money, but we're going to fight it anyway. So what do? Well, they got drugs. We got weapons. We got money. So, and I don't like black people anyway. So here's what I'm going to do. And then that's how that got started. Now, the thing is that Reagan's gone. His last administration was 1988. So, that's the end of that. The Reagan era is gone. And with it, the drug era ended. We don't have a country, like Latinos. We don't have a country where we can grow it and get it over the border and sell it. We don't have one of those. So it's gone. Your criminal class is gone. Find something else to do.
DeKalb County, once the booking process is completed, the judge will set a bond, and you'll be able to get it from there.
My check is not fraudulent. Can y'all just give her the money? Like, my check is not
That's
fraudulent.
not what we're charging you with right now. I told you our detective's going to investigate that further, just see what the mix-up was with that. It might even just be something to do with your name, since you're.
They don't have anything to do with it. I've never had this problem before. Everybody knows me.
Okay,
Everybody knows me.
First license says Brent.
Everybody knows I go by
I don't
Brent.
know you.
You do know me. Everybody know me. I know my whole family.
I've met you before.
My God. Oh my God.
Why would he say you do know me? Why would he say that? That's a weird thing to say. I don't think that this person is even locally famous. I mean, maybe famous in that niche community, but nobody knows this person. I got my theory on that in a little bit, but I'm gonna play the rest.
God.
Okay, so that's what's happening with this. We're still investigating that further. Just see what that issue with that is. So I'm not gonna. There's not much.
Where is the jailhouse located?
It's DeKalb County Jail.
Can you give me address?
Sure.
I'm Memorial Drive.
Yes.
That mama is used to
This don't make any
foolishness.
sense. Like,
You got a card or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Mhm.
they just should have just cashed the check and gave me my money. I'm not fraudulent.
I don't know what they
Oh my God. Oh my God. He said I'm not fraudulent.
He
Listen.
said results.
They know that. They know that, Mama.
That dude said I'm not fraudulent. If you are one thing trying to pass as another, then you are fraudulent. Let's be clear about that to begin with. You are fraudulent if you are pretending to be something other than what you are. In this case, your gender. Now, you have your reasons, and I won't pretend to be in the mind of someone like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how much you hate standing up to pee, but there is something you are presenting as something other than what you are, which is the definition of fraud. That is the essence of what fraud is. So you say, I'm not fraudulent, but you are a fraud. Hit the like button.
They just trying to do this to me. They're trying to take me down.
I
Like,
asked you why you come way over here anyway. I don't know about this place.
Look here.
I'm not fraudulent.
Look, we're not charging you with fraud, right? I'm gonna look into it. But we charging you with the battery because you attacked that man. Okay?
I did not hit him.
They got video showing that you did.
I didn't hit him.
Right?
I grabbed his tire, but I did not hit
You're
him.
even grabbing his tie is a battery.
I'll own up to that.
Right.
I'll own up to that.
He said that. He said earlier
That's
that
that's
he didn't.
for the
He didn't
DeKalb
grab.
County
I gotta look
Jail.
into that because
Or 401 more.
their explanation. Wait, I'm sorry.
DeKalb County Jail. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me double check on that one.
I work for that check.
Okay. Well, since you're on the check, that's why I asked you if you worked at a resort.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but now I just got to call the resort, verify all that, and go from there.
I thought she did that when she went in there.
No, because on their end,
She said it was coming back fraud.
yes, on their end, it's coming back.
Mama,
fraud.
they lying.
Hey. Okay.
What you want to do? What you want them to do?
They're gonna have to take you, and because they got you on camera, on film, and it explains everything. And I come over there and see about you. He said, "Give about an hour or two, right?" 4 or 5.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay. I'll take.
That's that. It's actually 4415. I wrote down the wrong number.
We'll be over there. Okay.
Yeah.
I got your purse and stuff.
Thank you, Mama.
Hey, somebody tell me, is Georgia a place? Do Georgia jails, are they particularly, let's just call it mean? Are they particularly mean to people like that in prison? Men in dresses? What I'm asking is, or in jail, what I'm asking is, in jail, what should this person expect to happen? That's what I'm going to put in the chat room.
The officer advised her to update her identification to avoid such issues in the future. However, the situation took an unexpected turn when she began to make unrelated and nonsensical statements, denying HIV/AIDS and suggesting a conspiracy against her.
Well, at least this cop is in check.
I was waiting on
text it to?
I mean, it should be coming down quick.
What's going on?
You're being charged with simple battery. That's all. That's all that's happening right now. I just need my paperwork done before we get moving.
So what I need to do in this situation? Do I need to give me a lawyer?
That's up to you.
Like I'm saying, no, I'm just saying in this whole situation that's going on.
I mean, I can't give you that advice. I can't advise you on that legally. Yeah,
Are they gonna let me out?
Yeah, there's no problem. There's no reason why they aren't gonna set you a bond. I'm charging you with a misdemeanor. I don't know. That's up to the judge.
Right. Can you tell them? Can you send them my apologies?
We'll make sure they know.
I don't want to be charged with anything. Can you send them my apologies?
Well, you are being charged. There's no way. You can't undo.
Why is he talking to him?
You know, what happens down the road with court? That'll be decided later. In terms of what could have been an issue with the check with just the mismatched name, because your license still has Brent.
I've never had this problem before.
Listen,
Sir,
hold on.
Can you listen to what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me tell you first, because I'm trying to help you. All right. If that's still your legal name, then you got to get that changed. You got to go through the process of that.
But can you listen to what I'm saying? I've cashed checks at BBT before with my name, just like that. And she asked me, did I have a second?
Okay, I'm starting to see what y'all saying, because it's not even his ID was from Texas. So this all, me, everybody know me and stuff, but you're in Atlanta. Even if you are locally famous in your TS community in Texas, this is not Texas.
With my name on it like that.
For some reason, it didn't work this time. But either way, just for any type of purposes, if you want your name to be Bria, you got to legally change it. Because if that doesn't match up with your social security number and your driver's license,
everything, like if you run my social, all that shows up on my social.
As Bria?
Bria shows up on my social.
Okay, well, then next thing you got to do is change your license.
If you run all my names, Bria, Brent, Shake, all that shows up on my social.
You got to make sure your legal name is going to be the name that you're going to be using, because that's what they're going to go by. And you got to
it's still not making sense, because she just could have got another second form of ID of like she got from me, because she asked me that I have another form.
People make up fake IDs. People make up fake checks to defraud them from things like that. That's why they go through these steps. I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
I work for my money.
I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that's why they have these steps in place.
Okay, I want y'all to know I haven't seen this past 5 minutes. Once the mama say, "I'm so confused. He was born a boy. He was born my son, But now, with all this stuff, and I'm so confused, I had to watch it with y'all. So I saved it for after work, and I put it on. But yeah, yeah, this is something to watch. This is something to watch, definitely. But no, I do think that because the way he keeps saying, "I work for money," I worked for that check. It's something weird about that. Like it has a double meaning. Like you worked for the money to buy that check from someone else. From a person, from a forger, from a counterfeiter. You worked probably as a destitute to get. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. And that's why this person's mama was there with him. Because he wanted to show the mama that he's normal. He's a normal person with a normal job with a normal paycheck, and just wanted to put that in the mama's brain. And then this happens.
Because people do that. And if it does
work though, I don't have no reason to be fraud.
Okay, but I'm just saying, they have these steps in place, and that's what's causing you to hold.
I don't have no HIV. I don't have nothing. I don't
Oh,
have
crap.
no HIV.
No one said anything. Nobody.
That was random. Wait, why did he say that? Now I think you do got it.
For things like that. That's why they go through these steps. I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
I work for my money.
I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that's why they have these steps in place, because people do that. And if it does
work though, I don't have no reason to be fraud.
Okay, but I'm just saying, they have these steps in place, and that's what's causing you to hold.
I don't have no HIV. I don't have nothing. I don't have no HIV.
No one said anything. Nobody.
That came out of nowhere. Okay, so this person either has HIV or they're destitute, and that's something that they use to tell their clients, their potential clients. That's something that they tell their clients all the time, or both. But regular people don't just say that. Regular people don't just randomly blurt that out there. I mean, there's nothing regular going on here, but that's a very odd thing to say.
Said anything about that.
I don't have anything. I don't have no AIDS, no HIV, none of that.
Nobody said anything about that.
And that's why they're taking me through all this, because I got away, because that was the initial plan.
Yep. This is a destitute. He is a destitute. That's why he said I'm famous. That's that mentality that the female destitutes have, because they're known in their local area for what they do. You gain a reputation, you make friends, you make client lists and stuff like that. So you're locally, I guess you feel famous from doing that.
The initial plan was for them to keep injecting me with rat poison, and I was supposed to be gone. That was the initial plan.
Okay,
and play it like it was HIV. That was the initial plan, and that's not. It didn't happen like that. So they're mad at me because I got away.
Right.
He don't know what to say to that.
Here's all I'm trying to tell you. If you need to update your license with your legal name, and if it's not your legal name, you got to change. Go through the legal process to change your name. Okay.
Just walk away. I couldn't stand being a cop. The moment somebody says something like that, I'll just walk away. I don't have time for no crap like that. I got donuts to eat. Why would I stay and listen to something like that? This person just randomly said I don't have HIV. I would immediately just step away from the car and go into the bank where there's air conditioning.
How long is this going to take?
What us getting on the way or the process
The whole process.
of getting your name changed?
I'm just saying of me getting out.
Okay, we'll be on the way soon, and it could take up to a couple hours.
Like, will I be out in time enough to before?
I don't know. It depends on how much they got to do at the jail.
What do they got to do?
I don't know. That's their part. It depends on how busy they are, how many people they got to book in. I'm gonna talk to the judge as soon as I'm able. Get the warrant to formally charge you, and that's when the judge will set the fine. And once you go through the process, you'll be allowed to bond out.
I mean, can you tell the judge to like keep it light and not like give me a break?
Well, the judge is gonna make that decision based off of nature of the offense and whatever he sees in your criminal history.
I don't have no criminal history.
With a misdemeanor, it's probably just gonna be a standard bond.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You have a criminal history. You're a destitute. I seen a destitute like that one time, but it was a light skinned dude, and I was on the phone with my mom. I was picking up a chick from the train station. She was coming up from Fresno, and out of nowhere, security guard. I think it was the bus station actually. Yeah, I think she came by Greyhound. This was a long time ago. Because I didn't have monies to. She didn't get flued in. This was before the flued in days. So she was bussed in, and I'm at the thing waiting at the station, and a security guard came out talking real greasy, and I had my mom on the phone while this was happening, and my mom even said, like, "You gonna let him talk to you that way?" And I looked at him crazy. He was like, "Nah, not you, son." And then I turned around, and it was the most flamboyant looking dude, just standing there, and security guard was running him off the set because he knew what he was about. He was like, he was like, I had every right to be here. I was like, oh crap. I did not know that this was a spot like that. So yeah, that was odd. And I bet you he like one of those people.
I don't know specifics. That's the judge's call. But it could be that the jail just asks for a percentage of the bond, or the judge may even give you a signature bond. I don't know. But
They're gonna give me a signature bond.
they might. I don't know.
Can they just let me out so I can be with my mom, please? Like, I came here to see her.
No, we got to go through this. I mean, this has already happened, so I got a job to do.
Why? That's what I'm saying, though. Like, why did they start this process saying that it was fraudulent when I worked for that?
They got it because they got to protect their money too. People do fraud them. People do intentionally bring up.
Yeah, he didn't say I work there or anything like that. I work for that. Working for money is different than working for a check. So you took some of your destitute money, found a person who prints checks, and we all know the story. We all know the story. That's how these scammers, they try to listen. Black people are like the last ones to get obvious memos. Because like let's just give it a date. Let's just give it a date of 1988. Let's just say, the day that Reagan left office is the day that the drug war ended, right? And everything that happened subsequently has really been people just living off the old reputation. But it's gone. It ended, and here we are almost 40 years later, and y'all still just looking for like the next lick. Y'all been looking for the black criminal class have been looking. I was there. It is over. I seen the before and after. It is over. I used to rent a spot. In the hood, and I would watch these dudes. I would watch these D boys, and they didn't have a choice. This person probably has a choice. They didn't have a choice because they dropped out of junior high, because they dropped out of junior high school when it was cool, and they thought it was going to be like that forever. They thought that, okay, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a D boy, Nino Brown. That's how I'm gonna get down, and I could see why they would think that. So they dropped out, and then by the time I seen them in the hood, we was like in the midst of a tech bubble, and they walking around with a junior high education, so they really didn't have much else to do, and I was watching them sell their stuff. Oh, day one, right? I had a job at a cell phone company. Day one, I was playing dominoes with them, and then I was like, let's put some money on it, right? You know what they said? We don't play for money here. We play for push-ups. And that's how I knew they was broke. Now, I'm not even going to tell the whole story, but just sitting on the porch, on a Sunday afternoon, just watching them do their thing and seeing how many customers they had come through, and seeing that their customers is the brokest people on the planet, the brokest people in Oakland, like, I knew that they were down bad. They were down bad. No car to put rims on. They had nothing. And this was the 90s. And they still looking for the next lick. It's like, dude, give it up. Well, I mean, they could literally just like start a security company if you like standing around all damn day. Listen, I don't know who Trinidad T is. Rest in peace, brother, but I don't know who that is. Sorry. But no, if you like standing around all day, you could have a security company or be cops yourself. Or something. And once again, I'm not going to ignore the fact that they dropped out of junior high because they were sold the dream of that time. That I can't fault a kid for following a fantasy. I really can't do that. I could fault the parents for allowing that to happen so they could get extra income to supplement their government check. I can't fault them. But I don't fault a boy who dropped out of junior high and now he's a man and he's selling his wares. But that's not the case here. This is just perpetual criminality, like just for the sake of it, because they feel like there's some type of status in it. It isn't. It's just I mean, when the term dusty applies to you, the term dusty applies to you. It's not. Nobody thinks it's hot anymore. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Bad checks.
But it's not me. I mean, out of all the people, you guys watch me every day. You guys watch me every day. That's what I'm saying. The world watch me every day. Okay. They know what I do. I go to work.
I don't know what you do. They don't know what you do.
Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. If you were known, this video they would put your name in it, like such and such arrested for assault. Like if you was RuPaul or something like that, or who's that Kardashian that went through the big chop? Like if you was that person, they would say, well, let's just say RuPaul, because that's really the only one I know. And that person from Orange is the New Black. Like, if you were any of these people, they would say that. They would say that they would put the name in the title of this video, but the title of this video is TG Woman Arrested. Your name is TG Woman. Nobody knows you. Bruce Jenner, thank you. I think he's just trying to be polite and trying to have like good race relations and stuff. You see like the supervisor cars right there. You know, you see that. And yeah, I do think that they laughing inside. Like I do think that because me, I'm never gonna have a story to tell a wife or a girlfriend at my job. Interesting stuff don't happen. It just don't. So, you know, I'm not a Navy SEAL. It's not nothing at my job is going to be interesting. So, but in this job, it is. So he's going to have that to say.
People, everybody knows me.
None of us.
Everybody knows me.
I don't know you.
Sir.
I don't know you. This is our first time meeting each other.
Chase. Come on.
I don't know you. I'm keeping it very real.
Nobody knows you.
I'm keeping it very real. I don't know you.
Everybody knows me around the world.
I don't know you.
They watch me every day.
Okay, I don't watch you. And I don't know you. This is the first time I'm meeting you.
I have a whole TV show. Like,
okay.
seriously.
I've never watched it. I'm sorry, but I've never watched it.
You don't have a whole TV show?
Stop.
I've never watched it.
Like,
I've never seen you in any of the TV shows that I watch.
Just
nobody watch TV, and nobody wants to see you on it. You're not famous. Listen, there are people that exist who are famous for what they are, as opposed to who they are, or any particular talents that they have. So there are TS and TG people who are famous just for being that. They do their runways, they do their shows, and it's like regular people aren't interested in that. I mean, some are, and these are particularly like hyper liberal, women, to be honest, that go and entertain that. Like when San Francisco have the parade, every now and again I hear regular people, almost always women, who go there and just because they like doing that. They just like the company. And I'm not against it. I mean, like I used to work in a building that was like 3 blocks away, and you could see it. You could see it from the 8th floor, and you could see it from the 8th floor. That was about it. The traffic and stuff was impacted. So they have the parade in San Francisco every year, and there are people who participate, but nobody is famous like that. Okay. Here's what's going on. This is a rabbit hole. Hit the like button. What's going on is that once you convince somebody that they can create their own reality, which is essentially what they're doing, this person has created their own reality, and in this reality, he's a woman. And this person was able to bring others into this reality by saying stuff like, by getting the people, because the announcer, his mom didn't, but like all the bank people, when they called the cops, they said, we have a woman here who's grabbed. So they were able to bring other people into the reality. So he has manipulated his reality right now. Hit the like button. And as a result of manipulating the reality, this person thinks that they have the power. In their reality, they are a rich and famous woman. They're a famous woman that's on all the television shows. That's the reality that they have crafted for themselves. And since society has allowed them to craft their own reality, I'm willing to think that this is a fake check. And this person actually thinks that he works at a resort. This person thinks that he works at a resort and he's famous for working at a resort. Yeah. This is the definition of delusional. That's what this is. This is the definition of delusional.
How do I get rid of Dwight? Do I just need to get a lawsuit or something like? Because it's all because I'm like, he's mad because I want to be with him.
Wait, what?
And because I won't say why.
Wait,
I've never watched it.
Like
I've never seen you in any of the TV shows that I watch.
Just how do I get rid of Dwight? Do I just need to get a lawsuit or something like? Because it's all because I'm like, he's mad because I want to be with him.
Who? What are you talking about?
I won't say that I have AIDS or HIV.
Oh, what the hell?
Like, why would I?
Why does he
this is why he keeps harassing me. What would you do?
Who keeps harassing you?
Dwight.
Who's that?
Like this guy that wants me to be with him. He keeps harassing me because I don't want to be with him. What?
That came randomly? Okay, so he is a hoe. And I think Dwight is a pimp that specializes in his type, that specializes in so Dwight is probably a pimp that specializes in people like that, and he probably is harassing him for monetary gain. I don't know where the AIDS stuff comes from. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, like once you start feeding into, like a person's delusions a little bit by calling them by their given pronouns, it gets worse. It gets worse. They just keep crafting more and more delusions from themselves, expecting society to feed into this garbage.
What you do?
I don't know what you're talking about at this point, because that's nothing.
Press 1 in the chat room if you think this cop voted for Trump. After this foolishness,
that's not anybody who's in there.
He the one told them to say that my check was fraud. I mean, like seriously, like I work for that check.
Okay, and we're not charging you with that. Not yet. Anytime we'll be on our way soon.
As the detective emerged from the bank with the final determination that the check was indeed fraudulent, the officer relayed this to the woman.
Oh, you already made a copy? You already ran it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the move?
all right, looks like it's buffering for a bit, so I'm gonna pause it right there for a second. All right, so I see a couple of ones here. It says never respond to anything and keep 6 foot. Well, here's the thing, and I know you people, especially if you live in a more rural place and you've never been, probably have a perception of California. It's not what people think. It's not what people think in that regard. You can have you can go your life without having like meaningful interaction with them at all. Like you can't. Every now and again you'll see them, and when I say every now and again, I mean like twice in like in a 6-month period, maybe like 4 months in a year, unless you're about that life somehow. So you can just mind your business, and every now and again you see a nigga in a purse, and then you just continue to mind your business. You don't have to engage, you don't, and you damn sure don't have to call anybody by their motherfucking pronoun. So yeah, that's the beginning and end. You might run into a couple at work, but you still don't have to fraternize. I mean, and it's not that you deliberately avoid them, but quite frankly, it's not that I'm uncomfortable when they regular. Let me start there. It's not that I'm uncomfortable when they regular, but when they're extraordinarily irregular, like this person here, and they're doing too much with it, because I don't control how a person is programmed. And I know that people are programmed certain ways. So I don't really rock that, but you can control what you put on. Okay, here's what it is. Here's what it is. And it's not really a matter of preference or desire or anything like that. You're an attention. You're an attention hog. You know, you're seeking attention. I don't want to listen to your cries for attention. You know that a 6-foot bearded person with a dress on, you know, is a cry for attention. All of this is a cry for attention. Dwayne Wade's son, like these are cries for attention. Who is it? Who's that tall? Who's the basketball player? Magic Johnson. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Magic Johnson's son like that too? And truth be told, I don't even think that he swings both ways or swing the other way. I think that he's just a dude that will never be his father, as no other man will be. He's a dude that'll never be his father, but he still wants to be seen. And nobody sees him with pants on. You know, he's just a tall dude. With pants on, he's just a tall dude. But with a dress on, you know, he's giving the world something to talk about. But so I just can't stand like attention thirsty people like that. You know, it's like, okay, this is obviously a cry for attention. That has really nothing to do with, you know, what they do behind closed doors. And when somebody introduced themselves as a pronoun, that is definitely a cry for attention that you don't have to entertain. I don't entertain it. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm just mind my business. You're looking to be different. You're looking to be seen. That's what it is. I remember there was this kid, and by kid I mean he was like in his 20s. You know, that's how old I am. And I was at a hotel, and you know, white dude had his nails painted. I think he had his nails painted black. And I didn't know if he was on the rainbow or not. Really, I didn't care. I was just curious. I was like, hey, so why you have your nails painted black? And he was like, well, why don't you have your nails painted? And I'm thinking like, okay, you had your nails painted to be different, for attention or something. It's not that big a deal. It's no reason to get touchy or anything like that. You know, I'm a person who is obviously from a different culture. I come from a different time than you. I come from a different race than you. And I come from a different geographical region than you. I'm a person who's curious about, you know, the subculture that led you to paint your nails like that. That's it. But you're getting defensive because you feel that you're rebelling against something. Like every generation think that they're doing what? You think you're the only one that did something? What do you think Prince is? What do you think Little Richard is? Like, come on now. So yeah, I just can't stand attention people like that.
And yeah. Ain't that we'll be on our way soon.
As the detective emerged from the bank with the final determination that the check is indeed fraudulent, this information to the woman.
Oh, you already made a copy? You already used it, ran it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
is he the only white cop?
So
maybe this guy isn't even white.
On how they determine it was fraud.
Yeah.
So when they run the check through the system, right? If you are an employee, so like that one was AVP, Hyatt, whatever, then it should have every employee's name. No name, that name, her real name, nothing came back. She said, and the phone numbers that were attached for that check come back disconnected.
Oh crap!
They tried.
Yeah, that's a fake.
The actual company and nothing. So when they asked her, they was like, they actually tried to give her back the check. Right? It was like, look, we're not. Normally we would just keep it, but they tried to give it back.
Hey, tell me what this is. And I'm not being flip. What in the hell is this? Gender speaking.
But they said she was already on 10, ready to fight. So it was like, well, look, who do you work for? If you tell us that, then, we can contact them. And she refused to give up who she worked for. She refused to give up any information. She was just like, nah. And then that's when she attacked her boy.
Okay.
So.
They didn't get back the check. Somebody said only an ATO they give you back the check. They didn't give her. They didn't give him back the check. They gave it back to the mother. Had the receipt. Had the the top part of the check, but they kept the check. Ha! He do look like Debo.
Got enough of the forgery charge in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let her explain that. I mean, because if they run it through the system and your account don't come back right, then yeah.
Okay.
The numbers don't match.
Yeah.
Showing disconnected.
So.
All right.
I'm gonna scan the narratives in for you.
Statements.
All right. I'm gonna say this, and I said it before. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Cops with their bulletproof vest on outside of their shirt are lunatics. This cop is a freaking lunatic. Something is wrong with him. Every time you see that, know that something strange is about to happen. Cops with bulletproof vests on outside of their uniform are freaking lunatics. Look at how this sergeant is dressed. And look at how he dressed. And look, why does it look like he got way too much crap on? He doing too much. I got the walkie-talkie. He's loving this too much. They're weird. They're freaking weirdos. Ever notice how whenever it's a scandal involving a cop doing something strange, the fool always got a bulletproof vest on the outside? They put that vest on like, yeah, I'm a cop. And that's just how he wear it. Like the badge is attached to the vest. If you ever catch me getting a ticket from a cop with a bulletproof vest on the outside, I'm mashing off and taking my chances. Because I know he's freaking nuts. He is freaking nuts. Because he's taking this crap way too seriously. I was pointing that out to a chick some years back because y'all ever see a pilot with his hat on? He has his pilot hat on. Like, yes, I'm a pilot and this is my hat. I got this hat because I'm a pilot. You are a freaking lunatic. You are insane. You are an insane human being to put your hat on as a pilot. I work here. This is where I work. I fly planes. This is my hat. This is my hat that they give me because I fly planes. I fly this plane with a hat on. You're a lunatic. He's a lunatic, and this cop is a freaking lunatic.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's $6.
Wait, what's $6?
I don't need this part. Thank you. Narratives. Your account don't come back right, and yeah.
Okay.
The numbers don't match.
Yeah.
Showing disconnected.
So.
All right.
I'm gonna scan the narratives in for you.
Statements.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's $6. I don't need this part. Thank you.
So forgery, third degree.
Okay, I'm not even going to wonder
simple
why
battery.
this person says $6.
All right. Thanks.
Consequently, she was charged with forgery in the third degree and simple battery provoked, before being transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Okay, bad news, I got some more information. So the way they determined the check was fraud is because they ran it through the system. The Hyatt does not have you employed under any name through that registry. They called the numbers listed on the check. All those numbers are disconnected.
Sir, I work at a resort.
And they called the resort. They called everybody. They got nothing from you.
That is a lie.
Okay, well, that's something you're gonna have to show in court. But as of now, you are being charged for forgery.
You are a lie.
And
how did I get a check like that? And how did I get a check like that? And I don't work in the accounting office of nothing.
Okay, I'm just telling you what it is. You're being charged with forgery in third degree and simple battery.
Oh my God.
Well, there you go.
Are you serious?
Listen, that's not. Yeah, he's serious. Serious as the police. You're about to go to a southern jail with a dress on. Live with that fact. You live with that fact. I'm famous. It's ironic that a misidentified person is going to jail for falsifying an identity.
I am.
So they're really trying to say that the check is fraudulent?
The check is fraudulent. It's been confirmed it's fraudulent.
I work for that check, sir. I work for that check.
Okay.
Stop saying that.
I'm just telling you what it is. We're not going to keep going in circles about it.
So what I got to do now?
Right. Same process. You're going to go through the booking process. Once the judge decides what the bond is, you'll be able to bond out.
Oh my!
Stop
God.
saying that. You're not gonna hustle your way out. These people really think that they're hustlers. That their ability to manipulate people.
Oh my God!
Is just so on point.
How is the check fraudulent?
It's your fault for being stupid. It's your fault for being stupid. Listen, you bought a fraudulent check into a bank. They seen through it and they confiscated the check. Now, a normal person would just walk out. They would just walk out the bank and, get in a car and be gone by the time the cops was there. But you went and assaulted the teller. Like, how dare you accuse me of fraud when you was committing fraud? And since you was there making a fuss for so long, the cops came. Because you're stupid. You stayed at the scene of the crime, knowing that they was calling the cops. If you hadn't stayed, you'd be gone somewhere. Like, you'll be gone at your mama's house or wherever. But you stayed because you thought that you can talk your way out of this crap. See, this is what delusional means. This means that if you believe something strong enough, that others will believe it too. And unfortunately, society, Biden, Obama, et cetera, has trained society to think that way. Like, a person is what they believe themselves to be. Well, this person believed himself to be the owner of the check. This person believed himself to be a female employee at the Hyatt Regency.
And I work for that.
Okay, I already explained it. I'm not going to keep explaining the same thing over and over again, okay?
All right, so that's that. I think I remember that, but that was like a ridiculously high amount. I get a bank people a pass on that because that's one of those I'll fire you today if it's wrong amount. Like somebody walk in and say, give me $16,000 in cash or some crap like that. You got to. Like, your job is on the line. Like, I forget what his... Well, they shouldn't have called the cops. I agree with that. But I forget what the amount was. But it wasn't something that people regularly do. Like, I go to the ATM and get anywhere between 40 and $200, depending on what I need from time to time. So if I go into a bank with like an unreasonable request, I can see why they would trip on something like that. Seriously, that is a woman doing her job. Don't be rude to her. You talking about the cop? I didn't know. I wasn't trying to be rude. I didn't know. But I guess I see that. When they're big like that, it's difficult to tell like man boobs from women boobs. But yeah, if it's one of those, like somebody said, butch women, I see that. It's not a shade, because that person wasn't like peacocking for attention. I was taken back when I walked into the dry cleaners one morning and saw one of these dudes fraternizing with the owner. Dude was in full drag dress, makeup, whole nine. Yeah. Magic's son is a monstrosity, and I do believe this Magic's karma for his messy behavior in the 80s. Well, no, because don't say that. Because, if you were Magic Johnson, listen, like Trump said, grab him by the pussy. When you're rich and famous, you grab him by the pussy. I don't think that if you do the thing that all rich and famous men do, then your son is just going to come out all fucked up. Besides, Magic Johnson was the first person to beat AIDS. I mean, put some respect on his name. We'll talk about it. I'm going to do movie night in 30 minutes. So after this, then 30 minutes, get myself something to eat, and I'm going to do movie night. So we talk about it then. These cops in ATL nasty. You talking about, because dude was nice. You talking about, well, I seen at least two of them that were out of shape. Or no, that was just that one cop. The other one was, oh, you know something? That is what DEI looks like. It looks like somebody who's obviously not qualified for the position that they're in, but they're in it. Because that cop, wait, nobody patted him down. I just thought about that. Nobody patted the person down. Anyway, that cop was not fit for that position. Now I know that she had a regular shirt on and no bulletproof vest. So I know it's more like clerical stuff that they do, but I think that they just, that they just placed them there. Like they needed it. They were filling a quota. And their job is to investigate stuff like that, but it's really no investigation. They're just helping the bank. They're just helping the bank do their thing. Yeah, the world knows me. Well, they're famous in their own mind. And because they come from a world and a society that encourages this whole perception as reality thing, then they have a warped reality. Nothing at your job is interesting. So you banter and flirt with TG criminals who engage in check fraud. I mean, he's just looking for a story to tell. Makes no sense. I mean, people are wired. I mean, I understand that people are programmed a certain way, but once it's an attention thing, you don't have to answer the attention cries of adults or kids that are not yours, really. Oh, that's the name of a woman. Dang. Okay. I mean, still rest in peace. Wow, that's narcissism. Yeah. Or depression. Like, they're masking it with what appears to be narcissism. But yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's nothing good. Yeah. So we really got to get away from this whole criminal culture that we created. I mean, it was a very short-lived period of time. Okay, it's kind of like the gold rush in San Francisco. It was great while okay. So around 1849, that's how the football team got its name. Gold was discovered in San Francisco, and there was a rush. Everybody came from all over. The prospectors and stuff. They all came in their wagons. They bought their families and stuff, and they're like, it's gold in their rivers. It's gold over there, and it was, but it's not going to be there forever. The San Francisco gold rush ended, like gold rush ends. And but for whatever reason, long after all the gold was gone, and and became property of the few gifted people who mined it first. After that was over, the reputation still lived on. The reputation, people for years later, people came from far and wide to San Francisco just for the chance at some gold. So, what happened? They became rich regardless. More people, more taxes, more shops, stores, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it became rich regardless, built up cable car system, all that good stuff. And over time, it became like a tech giant because it was already there. Somebody said, most of y'all steal. Well, why do you think they're called the Oakland Raiders? Damn right they stole. Like, I mean, if you got gold, you're gonna have Raiders. I mean, that's literally why they're called the Oakland Raiders. It's people that took your shit. Like, yeah, that's what that is. So, brief Bay Area history. Now you know why things are what they are. But anyway, once a reputation exists of something, people just live off of that. Like, it's still called like a golden city and stuff. Stuff don't just go away. Now, the drug game ended. Okay, here you are just coming here to start trash. Listen, do I still know? And the reason why I don't steal because I don't have money. I mean, excuse me. The reason why I don't steal is because I have money. When I didn't have money, I stole. I stole one because I wanted more money than I was making. I stole from registers at places I worked at. Come clean. And I also stole condoms because I was too embarrassed to buy them. I'll come clean about that too. So fuck it. What's your point in saying that? Anyway, where was I? The days of the career black criminals is over. Unless they come out with a new drug that only black people have access to, then those days are really pretty much over and done with. But everybody wants a scammer and they want to be a scammer. Like, what do? I'm a scammer. You remember there was a movie that 50 Cent was in, Get Rich or Die Trying, I think it was. No, that was DMX that was in Get Rich or Die Trying. What was the no, DMX was in Never Die Alone. So 50 Cent was in Get Rich or Die Trying. And he starred in that. And he even said, and he was saying, like, you know, he was talking about when he was a kid and he was selling and stuff. He said, listen, you know, really, and he was telling his life story. He was like, really, you making less than minimum wage. He said, really, you making minimum wage out here, less if you know, calculate into the fact that you can go to jail at any time. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's like. It was no money in it, that you was standing out there making minimum wage. You're risking your life for it. But they just want the prestige and cachet of times long past. When they call black men dusty, you are who they are talking about. Poor criminals is who you are talking about. You could call it, I'm a hustler, I'm hustling and stuff like that. Listen, at the end of the day, you are looked at as a unsuccessful criminal. And that is the cold hard fact of your reality. That is your reality. You're following prestige that you don't even have. I'm going to show you what I mean. Actually, I got to go to one of my old videos to show you what I mean. Let me see if I can find the name or the title of it. Let's see. Hit the like button, people. This is going to go on members only, by the way. I mean, most black men steal, so most people steal. And I wasn't a man. Thank God I only stole makeup as a child. How ugly are you? How ugly are you that you was a child that needed makeup? Why would a child need to cover their damn face? You got to explain it. You're covering your face now. Girls love lipstick and lip gloss and something like that. Makeup is different. Makeup is what you pay is what you put first and to make you look younger. So if you're a child and you're looking to look younger, that means you was like an old ass Benjamin Button looking O'Shea Duke Jackson looking kid, which is not a good thing. You was an old faced kid. Okay, here. Cherry CHY. Okay, here, I'm gonna bring this up. And let me show you how they look at you. How they look at you nowadays. Dang it. How do I get to the... So Instagram don't have like a place where you could go to like see which videos is the most popular, huh? Or where you could list it by most popular. I gotta scroll through and look for it. Ah, here we go. All right, hit the like button.
I'm seeing so many women say that they are in
Oh,
the
damn it.
soft era.
This is the wrong one. All right. Hold on. How the hell did that happen? Oh. Whole different pretty girl. Okay. You say nice cleavage. Yeah, that's why I picked her for the short of the day.
Bye. It was nice meeting you.
Hold on, what's up? I got to talk. I've been on her all day. Please. Hold on.
Oh, bro. Hold on, we're gonna do it like this. Which one you want to give your number to? That's how you do it.
Yeah, we want to give your number to.
Oh my gosh, is this really? Wait.
Yep. This is how they see you. This is how you are. They see you how you are. You're carless. She has a car. You're shirtless. She has a shirt. You're ungroomed. They see you as broken dusty. I know you see yourself as like NWA gangsta. Yeah, but that, once again, that music was like 40 years old. The reality is you're standing on a corner, broke, howling at people in Teslas as they drive by. That's how they see you. That's how they see, so whatever you thought was cool, like I'm a scammer, I'm a hustler, I'm a D-boy, this is what they really see.
All that nigga, we ain't tripping on that. We gonna find. I am trying to get your.
Oh.
Live and block Campbell Road shit. Free the guy, man. Get out the way, bro.
Hold on, it's buffering. Michael Ross said something. I'm going to respond to it.
So.
What's your name? And what's your name?
This is my girl right here.
Okay. We're not doing anything.
Everybody can have my Instagram.
What is it?
I don't got Instagram.
What's your?
That's how they see you. Now, somebody says they like Dusty Ninjas. Where's the evidence? Where is the evidence that women who actually look worth a damn like Dusty Ninjas? I'm not talking about rappers who just so happen to be like Nipsey Hussle famous and crap like that. I'm talking about actual street, dirty, dusty niggas. Where's the evidence? When do you see her with a Dusty Ninja? When? Where are they doing that at? Explain that to me so I can throw some dust on myself. Like, this is not the evidence. Well, she curbed those guys. Listen. When a woman who has, let me see how many followers she has. When a woman who has 945,000 Instagram followers say, I'll give you my Instagram, you just got rejected. Well, you think she's going to pick you out of the 945,000 followers? Okay. Somebody think they got me. Gotcha. I got you, Game Changer. Wrong. Show the video of a proper dude getting the digits. Listen, just because somebody don't drink Coke, that don't mean they drink Pepsi. Just because somebody don't drink Coke, don't mean that they drink Pepsi. You're like a person with a barbecue shop saying, you know, oh yeah, everybody's at that fish place across the street when really nobody is there either. Just because a person is not drinking Coke, it doesn't mean that they're drinking Pepsi. If I had to guess, she ain't drinking shit. And her page suggests that. So yeah, Michael, you know, I have to respectfully disagree. Because really only her opinion matters. And she don't seem too into Dusty Ninjas. Huh.
I know.
Okay, I don't know if she's with them, but he seems like a regular dude. Let's see. Oh, music.
Let me put it in the language you can.
Okay. Yeah, no evidence of Dusty Ninja dealings. They drive through the hood to make fun of you. Is that a grandma? Why she look like that? I'm not gonna click it because it might be music. But why she mugging the camera? That's funny. All right, so enough of this. Okay. Why are y'all talking? Okay, just present the evidence. That's what I'm saying. Just present the evidence that Dusty Ninjas is smashing like that. Like, I mean, do y'all see regular dudes just standing on the street corner 5 deep, waiting for somebody to drive by so you can hit on them all at the same time? Like, where they do that at? It doesn't happen because regular dudes, they're less thirsty. No one is thirstier than Dusty Ninjas. Nobody. Nobody is thirstier than Dusty Ninjas. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that somebody is. I pretty sure it's a guy that's probably pretty more handsome than she is, even pretty. Or it's a guy that just happens to be at the right place in the right time and he did the right thing, Dusty or otherwise. But this whole myth that they out just flocking towards Dusty Ninjas, that's just something, once again, it's residual reputation. Just like San Francisco. Once the gold was gone, it still had the reputation of a golden city, and that attracted people. Once the money and all the shiny spinning rims and stuff, once all that was gone, the reputation still lingered out there. And people like y'all are under the impression that these dudes are just slaying. But are they really? Answer me this. Do y'all know a Dusty Ninja that's slaying? And I'm not talking about a dude that just so happened to be exceptionally handsome and he's a Dusty Ninja. I'm talking about like a regular Dusty Ninja that stands on the corner at a Arabic owned liquor store, hollering all damn day. You know somebody that's like that that's slaying? Please let me know. Please let me know if you know somebody like that that's actually slaying. Press 1 in the chat room if you know somebody like that. I will wait. And I will explore her website while I do that. Oh, no ones. What a shock. Once again, old reputations. I'm pretty sure, in fact, I've seen it, that they got down in the 80s. Because when you're young and the minimum wage is $4 an hour, and you got hundreds in your waistband, you're gonna slay. Especially since the girls are making $4 an hour. You're going to slay. And especially since it's something you can do while you have, and it leaves you with a lot of spare time. Also, they can still collect welfare, and you can still have those $100 bills, waistbands. So yes, it was a good deal for them, just purely from a time money standpoint. It was a good thing for them. But times have changed. Women have adapted to that change far quicker than the men have. And now they're looking for the next, quick, easy money. The next quick, easy money. Okay, so I seen the thing past the thing. The dude in the video was her brother. Somebody say, look it up. Listen, I'm not denying that, well, I don't know what. Hold on, let me see. S. Jackson. Oh, that chick. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not saying that people with fetishes don't exist. I'm just saying, as a norm. Okay, put it like this. It would not be in a young man's best interest to become a career criminal for the sex involved because you think you're going to get some sex out of it. Because you will, but I don't think it's going to be the sex you want. It's going to be the type that begins with where the foreplay is, I like you and I want you. Now, we going to do this the easy way, or we going to do this the hard way? I think that's what you're going to get. You're going to get more of that than you will Sky Jackson. And I've seen some of you niggas fight. You're going to do it the easy way. Just saying. Somebody said I'm done. Oh, actually, a prisoner impregnated 2 women. Let me see if I do a quick story on that. Hold on. Holy crap, this is an even more interesting story. Okay, now we're going to cover this. trans prisoner. Oh, wait a minute. It's a YouTube thing. Is it? Oh no, that's something else. That's a fire. But it says trans prisoner who impregnated two female. Wait. Okay, no. Okay. Who impregnated two female inmates is psychopath foster mom. Okay. So the foster mom came out and said, holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Do you see what I see? Yep, this is a thing. They don't like to talk about it because, you know, this is a true F up of the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration. But yes, they basically took it too far. They took it too far. Look at this crap. Depending on who you ask, the 27-year-old inmate who impregnated two women in a New Jersey prison earlier this year, either, what's that, Martree or transgender case, or a cold-blooded killer who got involved in a messy love triangle behind bars. Holy crap. Triangle. Demi Martyr has a troubled foster kid, then called Demetrius, had records of burglary and at least one carjacking at gunpoint before brutally stabbing foster fathers. Dang, 27 times in 2011 at the age of 16. It was the worst murder scene I've ever seen, Brad. So Kamala Harris, as she sits there with her jaw dropped, like Willie Brown was about to get down, she's sitting there with her jaw dropped at the election results. Not like, it's crap like this. It's crap like this is the reason that you lost. Crap like this. And this goes back to Obama. It's crap like this is the reason y'all took this DEI to a retarded level. This is retarded. Y'all took a person, a grown man, who committed, it was the worst murder scene I have seen, and put him in a female prison because that's how he identified. This is, yeah, you're gonna lose votes. Like the people who were on the fence will hear stories like this and they're like, oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Yeah, this was. It said 2022. Listen, it just came up on my feed. One of the minors' defense lawyers in 2011 told Post there was blood everywhere. What the? Like, let's put this person in a woman's prison because DEI. Are you kidding me? The community was outraged. The foster dad was considered a great guy. He's a foster dad, of course. Many foster dads are great dads. Some of them are. Okay, I look at him and I think to myself that male prison would be a fucking nightmare for this person. And then I think about what he did and I don't give a shit. Yeah. But Demetrius, now Demi, a TG woman. Well, how TG is he if he's impregnating people? Women activists fighting to be returned to a woman's prisoners after being removed from the state's loan facility for females in June. When it was discovered that she had impregnated. See, it actually says she in the article. That he, because she can impregnate somebody, that he impregnated 2 other inmates. So he was a man then. He was sent to lockup where he is the only person identified as female. This is lunacy. The legal team is fighting for his transfer under a new controversial state policy enabling inmates to be housed according to their preferred gender identity. Everybody is going to say female at that point. Everybody is going to say female when you're about to get locked up and somebody says, "What do you identify as?" They're going to say female. Both men and women are going to say female for this reason. For this reason, so you can have threesomes in jail, apparently. This is the lunacy that people was escaping. I thought California was the only place that's stupid, but nope, this is somewhere else. Demi is listen, I don't give a fuck what you're an advocate for. You're a prisoner. You're a murderous prisoner. Somebody said you get in trouble for misgendering them. That's why I'm a chess piece. I know I get in trouble. I live in this motherfucker. I know I get in trouble. She's a force to reckon with. A triumph. What? Her new lawyer. Dang, I keep saying, because they keep reading it. All right. An advocate for LGBTQ community. Well, you don't have a choice. I admire his ability to navigate the system. He pretty level-headed and has risen above a lot. It's a fucking murderer. The minor's foster mother, Dr. Wanda. Oh, so he had the benefit of having a foster mother who's a doctor, and I'm pretty sure the foster father has some bread too. So instead of for like doing his different strokes thing, he decided to get stabby because he's a fucking lunatic. Whose husband was slain by the minor. She said, believes minor is a manipulative psychopath. Oh, no doubt. Using transgenderism as a ruse to get special treatment and attention in jail. You think? And also to get honey buns and soda. She says she's worried for the female inmates if minor is returned to a woman's prison. Yeah. Like, who's going to take care of those kids? Both the mother and father is in jail, and they could have like an infinite amount. There's no stopping them. There's nothing to put a lid on it. I think about this all the time. Him being transgender is a ploy, which means that he wasn't a kid like that. She didn't identify him as that. That's something that he picked up in prison or something that happened because I likes you and I want you. He's manipulating people to get better situation for himself and to get attention. Wow. He learned the language to use. He's dangerous and he's a psychopath. Yeah. So he's going to get out when he's 46. He was 16 when he did that to his father. He's going to get out when he's 46. Minor serving a 30-year sentence for manslaughter and carjacking was moved 2 months ago from Eden Madden Correctional Facility for women to Golden State Youth Correctional Facility, a prison used for youth, according to Jersey Department of Correction. Oh, this is Jersey. Let's see. 2 women pregnancies were discovered in April, and other inmate at... This man is just... Wait, so you had 2 there. This man is just going from female prison to female prison impregnating bitches, and they're not stopping it because he has a voice in the community, and they see, that's the thing. Because I'm wondering why it's not flooded with messages, and the reason or why the women's prison isn't flooded with transgender inmates, and the reason for that is because they only are doing it for the activists, because the activists are the ones who generate the votes for that particular party, and we know which party we're talking about. So they give this particular prisoner special treatment, real special treatment, because he getting it in on the inside, So they're giving them special treatment, hopefully that he can galvanize a bunch of followers and stuff to support. It's like, well, you got that support. How did that election go for the president, the House, and the Senate? Hey, but at least you got that 0.1% of the population that identifies as whatever the fuck. Okay, let's see. Minor's attorney. All right. See, Red Umbrella Alliance. These are just. Hold on. It was initially reported by DOC officials that Minor had impregnated 2 inmates after engaging in consensual sexual relationship. Yeah. One of the women, who is Latoya Bellamy, of course, it's a Latonia Bellamy. Okay, we know what that is. A convicted double murderer who is in a relationship with Minor due to giving birth this fall. This is unbelievable. She was convinced, along with her female cousin, one more man, carjacking, related homicide, engaged. Okay. Oh my gosh, what is this, dude? Demi told the Post this week that the other relationship was coerced on Minor. One was absolutely consensual, but the other, so she coerced him, made him do it, probably had something on him. All right. Snuck into Minor's cell and threatened her into having sex. Okay. So he's going to stick with this story that a woman went into a man's cell on some "I like you and I want you." That's the story he's going to stick with. After the encounter, the woman, who had not been identified, got pregnant but had it terminated. Several sources told the Post. That's why. That's why, Kamala was. This is unbelievable. In addition, my supporters include notorious former professor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, who identifies as a member of Antifa, co-founded the Antifa white supremacy group, Smash Racism in Washington, D.C. Okay, so you can't be against. If you're against white supremacy, you got to be for this crap. And once referred to, okay, all right, I'm not going to read that. This is madness. This is her husband, 1942. Wait a minute. Is this dude? Wait a minute. Is this, so he went from looking like this at 16 To looking like this at 27? Or hold on. To looking like this at 27? To looking like this at 27? Well, he looks 30 at 16 and he looks 16 at 30. This is sick. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Minor wrote that he was placed on suicide watch at the new facility due to the fact that I had hung myself in a van. He claimed guards denied his request to be strip searched by a female DOC officer. Okay. Have violated my rights to be safe and free from sexual harassment, but apparently you was harassed in the women's prison as well. You was raped in the women's prison as well. The only difference is babies, I guess. It seems like you're getting it wherever you go. All right, this is madness. That was a whole rabbit hole. That was a whole rabbit hole. I don't know why I clicked that button. Sometimes I regret clicking links, and there you go. And that's why you don't go to prison. That's why you don't go to prison. Because if you see a 16-year-old go in like that, and then at 27 they look like that, you know it's something strange. You know it's something strange. This is like 2011. Said the 2019 era. This was like 2011. Yeah, but he didn't, like 10 years later, he didn't look like that. I hope not. It is an interesting society that we live in when a person can say, you know, I fear sexual assault in prison, so put me in a woman's prison. Like, wouldn't they fear sexual assault now? Like, that's the only solution you could come up with? No, I'm done. I'm done going down the rabbit holes. In fact, I'm going to prepare for movie night. So if you want the link to movie night, go ahead and email me. It's going to start in like 30 minutes, and I'll give you the link. Outside of that, yeah, this is GameChanger 00100. Hit the subscribe and like button if you haven't already. Game over. Peace.